Want to know how to start out in restoring football shirts? Then watch this video. Hello there, Will here from WeFix Kits. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a start to finish process of how to pick a shirt and restore it and press a name set on the end. So I'll go through each of the stages very briefly just to take you through the things that need to be considered, what you'll need to do, the task, and then end up with a lovely shirt at the end. So first things first, you need to pick the right shirt. If you're just starting out in taking off name sets or sponsors, you don't really want to be picking a shirt that's going to be very difficult and therefore is going to make you think, oh no, sod this, don't want to do this. Pick the right shirt. And I would say there's a few kind of characteristics of good shirts to start out with and ones that are maybe less good. So I've got some here. This shirt here, Newcastle home shirt, anything with a flock Northern Rock is going to be really easy to kind of take it off. And working with flock is a lot easier, I think, to start out with than working with vinyl. This is another reason why this is a good candidate for a shirt, is because there's no name set on the back. There's no vinyl, so the Adidas is embroidered, the badge is embroidered. So there's very little damage that can be done here, unless you maybe boil it and have a bit of colour run. There's very little damage that can be done to other elements of the shirt from the solvents that you would use or the cleaning process. So this is a good one. Next up is Liverpool. Again, it's got a flock name set, which good old Davo. I bought about 10, 15 shirts of Davos, all the way from, I think, Davo 18 up to Davo 28. So there's no prizes for guessing what Davo got for his birthday each year. But this is a relatively good example of a good shirt to use because, again, you've got an embroidered badge, you've got relatively hardy sponsor, and you've got the Carlsberg sponsor, which is flock as well, not vinyl. So you won't be able to damage that in the taking off process. Now, if you're going to replace the name set on this, then you want to use something to protect the front. But in general, where all the elements are either flock or embroidered, it's another good candidate for selecting to start out in the shirt restoration journey. Next one, these are some ones that I would probably steer clear of. So this is an old Adidas template from the 90s. You see a lot in German sort of amateur football clubs use them. This is one such, Kreis Regensburg. Now, although this looks like flock, it's actually like paint that's had flock sprayed at it. So it doesn't respond very well or come off in the same way that flock would. So I would steer clear of ones like this while you're starting out. Another one I would steer clear of, this is a classic Everton shirt. I wouldn't steer clear of it because it's Everton, no problem with Everton, but someone's already started the work on this one. So whilst that's not necessarily an issue per se, the challenge is you don't know what work's been done, what chemicals have been applied, whether they've heat pressed it to make it harder to get the residue off or what have you. So I would probably steer clear of anything where people have attempted a restoration and then given up and sold it, because it's probably telling you something as well, that it's not one that is worth working on. And this is another one that I would kind of steer clear of. You can see it's got a vinyl sponsor at the front. It's had a vinyl name set at the back, and you can see where it's been washed. It was actually me that did this very early on in my shirt restoration life. Wash it too hot, the ink paint from the name set comes off, and it's gone all over the shirt. So anything with stains like this, they're a right pain. You can get rid of them, but they're a right pain. And also with VLR, you'll probably find that this won't come off in one piece or in larger pieces. It'll be a case of scraping everything away and being left with almost certainly some residue. And then, like I say, because you've got vinyl on this side as well as that side, when you're applying chemicals to this side, there's a danger that they'll come through to this and damage this. So there you go. There's a few candidates of shirts that I possibly would go with and ones that I would probably avoid. The next thing you need to do is you need to clean it. Now, there's a video that I've done on how to clean a shirt. It's going to be probably about there on the screen. And what we need for that is a few things. Some nappy sand, soak it in that for a couple of hours. White shirts you can soak for longer. For coloured shirts, you probably want to lower the temperature of the water and soak it for slightly less time. But nappy sand's fantastic at getting rid of those kind of ground-in stains. A couple of other things that I've got. Vanish aren't paying me at all, but these Vanish gel and Vanish spray stain removers, they're really good at applying to small portions of stain. Let it sit for a couple of minutes, give it a little rub, not too hard, you don't want to damage the fabric, and then pull it in the wash. So when you're washing it, wash shirts at about 30 degrees. Don't put any conditioner in. Conditioner has a tendency to damage the vinyl on shirts, so avoid using conditioner. Just a little bit of washing detergent. Use a laundry bag. I haven't got one of those to hand, but a laundry bag is perfect for protecting the shirt from the washing machine and from any other items that you put in the wash. So you pick your shirt, you've cleaned it, it's now ready to go. Well, so now you need to remove whichever element you want. So if we were using this shirt and we wanted to remove this, you've got to pick the right solvent, right? So for flock, I recommend that you use alcohol in the first instance. For vinyl, I recommend that you use VLR in the first instance. Sometimes for kind of paint material like this German one, you may get away with using acetone. I'd say it's very much in the minority that acetone is effective or optimal at removing name sets and sponsors. I would always go with either alcohol or with VLR. So once you picked the right solvent, like I say, alcohol for flock, VLR for vinyl, you need to apply the solvent to the back, and there's a video here on how to remove both vinyl name set and a video here on how to remove a kind of flock name set. You need to apply the solvent to the back, use it, apply it sparingly, so maybe use cotton pads, don't just kind of bung it all on because you'll end up getting these nasty smear marks. Make sure you mop up any excess that is around the element that you're removing. Use cotton pads or a good kitchen roll to mop up the excess solvent, and then turn it back round. Make sure that you don't let the back of the area where you've applied the solvent touch the front or the back of the shirt and damage anything there, like I was talking about with this. Applying it on the inside of that could damage that, and vice versa. So be careful of that. And then you need to use the tool. Here's one that we make. This is an older one, but we make beautiful ones of these. If you're interested in buying, there's a link to them there. And these are going to be key for removing flock or the vinyl or anything that's good at stains. It's a really versatile tool that can be used to remove everything. So now you've removed the name set or the sponsor, you now need a new name set or sponsor to go over the top. So you've got a couple of options here. You can buy them. You can go on eBay and find them there. We make them, and how we make them is we make them precise to measurement. So you give us a photo of your shirt and we'll make sure that the sponsor or the name set, as much as possible, is identical in size to anything that was there before. Alternatively, you can make it yourself. There's a video here on how to use Silhouette Studio to create your own name sets, and I would really recommend it. You don't have to go all in and buy everything up front, but if you really want to start to progress in the shirt restoration side of things, get yourself a vinyl cutter, learn how to use it. The two main ones are Silhouette and Cry Cut. Personally, I prefer Silhouette. I've not used Cry Cut, but I like the Silhouette software, and I've never heard anything bad, any bad comments about the Silhouette cutters. So they're your options. You can buy one from eBay, you can buy one from us, and we'll always be happy to supply those, or you can make them yourself, get yourself a vinyl cutter. So last bit now is, once you have got the name set, you now need to press it onto the shirt. Now, we've done a video here on how to do the perfect heat press, and it's really worth taking the time and effort to ensure that you measure twice, press once. Literally press once, because otherwise you're going to have to start the whole process again and remove whatever it is that you've pressed on. So watch the video on how to do the perfect heat press. Now, in terms of equipment, it's how I started out. I started out by buying name sets in, and I just bought a heat press and learned how to press them myself. You can get them relatively low cost. Here's one that we use. There's a link to it there. I think all of these links will be in the description for the video as well, in case the this bit isn't working. But if you wanted to get yourself a reasonably good quality heat press, then that's the start of moving on to doing some of the more advanced things. So that is your step-by-step, your how to start out in football restoration, your football restoration for dummies video. It's not meant to go into much detail, because we've got videos that can take you through all of the detail. It's really to give you the step-by-step actions that need to be done, the stages that need to be done, to point you to the right video to help you with each of those stages, and to kind of give you a bit of encouragement to say, look, it's a really fun thing to do. I love doing it. I've even managed to get my wife involved doing it. She loves it too. So if you want to get involved, then follow the steps in this video. And thank you for watching. And please remember to click like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.